And find out how a mother uses her family's television to help her autistic son. Since the 1980s, the number of children being diagnosed with autism has tripled in this country. Some medical professionals are calling it an epidemic. The cases range from mild to severe, and there is no cure. That's why some parents are taking matters into their own hands. Alyssa Coleman has the inspiring story of one Long Island mom whose very personal solution may offer hope to others.
Dutch. Grace!
Brett Palo may look like an average 5-year-old, but he isn't. He was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2. With a case that seemed so severe, doctors recommended he be institutionalized.
It was horrible, and I went to doctors and doctors and doctors, and nobody had any answers for me.
Like many parents of children with autism, Mary Beth Palo enrolled Brett in Applied Behavior Analysis, a special program for children with the neurological disorder. But even with 20 hours of therapy a week, Brett was not showing signs of improvement. He didn't make eye contact and barely spoke.
It wasn't any functional language. It was what they call echolalia. Echolalia is when you echo something you hear. So you could say to him, "What's your name?" and he would turn around and say, "What's your name?"
Brett was always mesmerized by the TV, and even though he didn't understand what he was watching, he would occasionally repeat what he heard.
He had just watched a show on television, and he came in and he basically reiterated everything he had just heard on the TV. And I said to my husband, "There's the answer."
So Mary Beth began to put real life on television by videotaping her house and everything in it.
Turn it on.
Mary Beth began to play the tapes over and over and over again. A few weeks later, Brett began repeating what he heard.
Turn it off. Say grapes.
But an even bigger breakthrough came several months after that, when Brett seemed to be comprehending the material on the tapes. This gave Mary Beth even more motivation. She continued videotaping lessons for Brett to learn.
This is where I taught Brett to tie his shoes.
Brett's teachers couldn't help but notice his rapid improvement, and word got out.
It's a completely different child.
And now he seems like a regular kid.
You wouldn't be able to pick him out in a crowd, no.
People were calling me, and they're saying, "Can you show me how to do this? Can I buy your tapes?"
Mary Beth didn't want to give away her personal videos.
Say smell. Say smell. My feet. My feet. Let me smell your feet.
But the calls continued, so she eventually produced a professional learning tape for autistic children.
Watch me learn!
It's called Watch Me Learn, and it's designed to help other children with autism have the same success Brett has had. The first play date it was a gift. And that's all I ever wanted. I just wanted him to fit in, and I wanted him to play, and you know, children aren't perfect, and he may never be perfect, and he may never be cured, but he's happy, and he's playing, and he has friends, and that's what I wanted for him.
Well, certainly home videos are not a miracle cure. Some children may respond, others may not. But anyone can tape record their child's surroundings to see if it helps. Mary Beth says, though, that it is a huge undertaking, so know what you're getting into. For more information, you can log on to watchmelearn.com.